got a choux for eclairs and profiteroles. What this does is everyone will need a small pot when we get to going here, and as you're mixing milk and water and flour, you're going to mix your first water, milk, butter, and salt into a pot, and you're going to bring it just up to a simmer. Once the butter is melted, you turn it off and you dump the flour in all at once, and then you stir for a couple of minutes. Well, it's on the heat, but the heat is off. You don't need it on. And then it cooks it for about a minute or two. Then you pull it off the heat. We're gonna let it sit for a little bit, about a minute or so, and then your eggs are in a 2-cup measure or 1-cup measure, whatever. And one by one, you're gonna dump, your dough will then be moved into the mixer, and it makes, and when it comes off of the mixer blade, you're gonna see this, it'll form a nice little V kind of off here. And this is a great, this dough that you're using here, it's not a lot. There's so much fat and protein in here that it's hard to make this very structurally glued. But it's the air inside, and it makes your cream puff, your eclairs. All right, so we're gonna make pastry cream. So your bowl that has the sugar right in here, you're gonna wanna put in your flour and your cornstarch of these all in here. Yes. A little pinch of salt in there. Give it a little stir together to make sure that those are done. Blend that together real well. Make sure there's no lumps. Now go ahead and dump this then into your pot. Give it a little tap. And then go ahead and crack your egg in that same bowl that you just had all your dry ingredients in. And then go ahead and break that yolk and start to get that mixed up. And then go ahead and put your cream into that. You can mix a little bit in at a time. We're not going to put in the butter or the vanilla. And now you can go ahead and then we're going to put this into our pot. Let's go about 500. And then start to stir now all that cream and sugar and flour that's in there. Now, press against the side of the pan so that you're getting rid of that. Okay? This won't give you want to keep stirring this quite a bit until we start to get hot, because we want those eggs and that cream and everything to mix together really, really well. This will thicken up a lot of with pastry cream you would put through a sieve, right? We're going to put it just like you did your sauces. We can do that as well. That will help to make sure you've got really smooth. Then we can add butter and vanilla at the very end. You always add the butter off the heat. It's going to take about, it's telling you 10 minutes. Adjust the heat so it just gently, right? So we want it, this will burn in a heartbeat. So you do have to make sure that you're going around the edges into, right? So we're going to keep stirring. We want this to just start to get thick now. You're going to start to see steam. This is why I had to keep this on a low temperature. Again, we don't want this to burn. You want to check it. Make sure you're getting a good. It'll take it a minute. It does need to come up to a simmer for the flour and the cornstarch and everything to do its work to thicken that stuff. That's 500. Again, I'm already getting steam. I can see steam off of everybody's, which is what we want. We're constantly stirring. You're gonna put it back into this bowl, or we can get a different bowl, and then we're gonna strain it though. I want everyone to strain it through once we get everything in, because then it gives you a much better pastry cream. I'm coming a little bit behind you guys. As soon as it thickens, you can take it off. Mine's not there yet. So once you get it thick like that, then just let it stir it. Mine's almost there. Vanilla. And then you're gonna stir that until it's all melted in there. That's gonna get really good and shiny. The butter's gonna melt. Then you're gonna strain this through. Stir this until that little bit of butter. You could probably add another little tablespoon in here if you wanted. This is going to get a little thicker as it thins out, or as it cools down, I mean. Now it's going to take a good hour or longer to do this. So that's why we.
You can use the big one.
Yeah, the bigger bowl that chef gave you will be easier. And then you are going to press this through.
So,
So then what you guys are going to do is bring it here, okay? Once you get it into this bowl, like so, then you come up here and you're going to get a big piece of plastic. And you need to press it right on top of the cream while it's warm. Let the plastic wrap to go right on it and right to the edges of the bowl. And just get it all nice, like so. Mine's a little thinner. Sugar for your crème brûlée, and then and we're gonna blowtorch all of those little foil. And you're all gonna need probably about a little tablespoon of sugar. Come on up and grab yours. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put 1 tablespoon of sugar on one of them, and then you're gonna kind of do it around, then you're gonna dump that sugar into the next one, again around, until you get that 1 tablespoon of sugar all spread out. Then you're gonna go back with your torch, and you wanna do it slowly. Try not to do it too quick. You want a little bit of color. You do want it to caramelize, but you want to make sure that you're doing it so that it's slow enough, because you want it to be able to bring up to the hard crack stage. But the classic way to do it is twice. So once you do 1 layer of sugar and you burn it, then you're going to go back and probably get another tablespoon of sugar and do it over again. So you get a double layer of that on there. And then again, you would then serve these with some berries on top, maybe a little bit of whipped cream or something very small that you have in there. Got a little torching done of your stuff. Nice and slow. You don't want to be quick with this. You need to give it a little time. Again, you want to get a nice golden, and then you want to go back. You want to let that first layer of sugar melt and get hard and cracked. But you typically do it twice. Put it on, then do another layer of sugar, and then burn it again. You want that 2 times. That's the classic way to do it.
I really liked the layout of the program. There were other schools that I looked into. Obviously, this one being a very intensive program, it's shorter, which I liked because I don't want to wait a whole year to jump into my new career. I want to get started now. It's just awesome.
You've always talked about it, go do it. And so here I am. But I'm learning a lot. I've been really impressed with MCAI and had a great time so far.
We learn in 3.5 months what other schools would learn in a year.
And when I came and toured, I just saw everyone just having fun, and I love the idea of a small class versus like 30 other kids in a class.
A lot of knowledge gets crammed in every single day, but it stays there, so it's good.
I feel like I produced a better meal for my family than I did previously, so because I have that skill now, that knowledge.
I feel so much different now. Like even cooking at home or somewhere else, I can see like the habits that I've already like taken on, and the knowledge someone asks me something, I can answer like really quickly now with confidence.
I always say like that food is my love language, so getting to share that with like other people, and just getting more experience with so many different palates.
I feel a lot more confident than the first day of school.
If you're thinking about coming here to do culinary school, do it, because you really will get the entire experience of going to culinary school in a short period of time.
If that's your passion, or you have some other passion, art or whatever, take the chance. What do you really have to lose?
Do it. You will not be disappointed. Chef Patrick is an amazing teacher. He keeps things fun, and that's something that really is important to me.
Life is short. You just do what you love, make the sacrifices, and it'll all work out in time. So yeah, go for it.
Take the chance to fill your heart with that you want to do, and go explore it.